Hey, how you doing, guys? This is Dan with Mad Nasty Trapping here. I got my work cut out for me tonight, guys. I got quite a few. I got quite a few catches to skin out, and yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a part one of three. Part two and three are already up of the raccoon processing videos. Okay, this is gonna be part one of the three-part series, and this is gonna be the skinning of raccoon, start to finish. And I hope you guys will get some information out of here, and hopefully it will make you a better skinner in your fur shed. So let's get rocking here, guys. I only got a short amount of time. It's late at night already, and I got a hell of a lot of work ahead of me. So here's what we got. Okay, if you see my other prior videos, you'll see these critters in there. I got 3 coon hung up there, right? And I got over here, I've got another 3 possum or so. Let's see if I can get a better view here for you guys. Possum 1, 2, 3, coons. Okay, so yeah, that's been my catch in the last 2 nights, and yeah, I went out tonight and I got myself a really large possum tonight, and I got myself a coon tonight. So it was a 2 catch night, not quite as good as last night, but I did check my sets earlier in the evening, and there's still a lot of hours of darkness out there for these critters to come in. So I just want to make sure that I get this lined up here. I will get you guys and again, this is going to be graphic, guys. This is a trapping channel. This is a skinning instructional video, and if that offends you, or if you are squeamish of sorts, this is not the video for you to be watching. Okay, graphic content. This is how it's done, and this is instructional and informative for the people that do this as a hobby and as a career. Okay, so let's get started here. I want to start off with the materials and supplies you need in order to do this job and make it as efficient and fast as possible. Okay, here we go. Number one, a good set of gloves. Always got to have gloves. I bought these ones cheap. I can't remember where I got them, but they're rubber so that the grease does not transfer through them on the bottom side, and they're fabric material on the top side. Pretty basic, okay? You need yourself a knife sharpener. This one's got porcelain on one side. You rotate it. Sorry, guys. Porcelain on one side, you rotate it, and it's got a steel on the other, okay? You need that. Tail stripper. Okay, tail stripper really helps out. Right here is what they call a tail slit guide. Tail slit guide, and I'll show you how that works as well. Okay, and knife sharpener. Second one, just for your quick sharpens. Porcelain, and yeah, a good long knife, and I'll show you why I need that, and a smaller, easier to handle fillet knife. Okay, and a good steel of some kind for running the legs. And again, I'll show you how each of these work. This is just a long screwdriver, guys. Cheapo, dollar store junk, whatever. It works. Let's get started here. Okay, now, I had this on the table prior to hanging it on the gambrel rack, okay? The reason I did it on the table is when you run your ring around your legs, both sides, and you run your initial cuts on these animals, it's easier on the table to spread their legs out. Then you can do a straight through cut, pull up, and pop it. And then you can run a straight through cut, pull up, and pop it. You're going to start at both ring outs on the legs, and you're going to run a straight through cut to the vent, each side. Run it through, pop it. That's your start. Then you can go and run your knife through. Let's see if I can get a good view for you guys here. You're going to run your knife through between the 2 bones, twist it, make sure you got it through the 2 bones there. You'll feel both bones, okay? Then that'll be able to hang your gambrel rack up and you'll get them strung up, okay? Now, the reason you want to feel for those two bones is a lot of people go off the ligament and the leg, the tendon there. And that tendon, as you're pulling on this hide, quite often decides to rip through, and then it makes it even bigger of a chore. So make sure you feel for the bones. They got like a dividing bone like that, okay? You're going to take your knife, you're going to slide your knife through, and then you're going to slide your knife back, and then you're going to wiggle it up and down, and make sure you feel both those bones, okay, guys? And then that's where you hang your rack on. Okay, next step. I've already got it skinned down that far. We are going to go and start around the legs here. And I've already got it basically started. And let me see if I can get you guys a closer view here. That should work for you. Okay. Start wringing out around your legs, working your way down. Now there's a couple differences here, guys, between coon and possum skinning. On possum, it's usually best to make sure that you get as much of the fat off of the hide side when you are skinning down your animal. The opposite, in my opinion and from my experience, is true on coon. I prefer to leave as much fat as I possibly can on the hide itself when I skin down my coons, because I feel that the more fat you have on it in the fleshing process, the better off, the easier and better off your hides will come out, because you're working a larger amount off rather than fighting a small amount on your hide. So that nice chunky fat, don't get it off in this process. Wait till you get it on the fleshing beam. That's when you want to take care of that problem, okay? So again, you just start working your way down. Do your initial cuts, wring out the legs, and then start working down the underside. Always keeping your knife at a 45-degree angle towards the carcass here. And keep on working it. And as you keep doing these critters, you will get faster and faster. And again, I'm going not for speed right now, but more for an instructional. So I want to make sure I go in detail and go slow so you guys can follow along. As soon as you're able to grab the hide on these, you can grab and pull and just yank it down. And then you're going to grab and pull and yank it down. And you're going to spin, grab, pull, and yank it down. Again, leaving as much of that fat on there as possible. Okay, guys? And just keep working it front side to back side, front side to back side, and just pull like hell. The further you get down away from that tail, the easier the tail is going to be, and I'll show you that. Just keep on. Yep, that's why you want to have it on the bone. It's on the bone, it locked up there. Okay, now as you come to the back side, you're going to pull that tail. You're going to pull that tail right here straight down, and you're going to expose the vent, okay? You want to leave as little fur on the carcass as possible, And you're going to basically do a square or a circle around the vent, leaving just the vent there. You want to keep as much fur attached to that hide as you can, so when the graders grade it, you get a better grading on it. Okay, guys? So, pull down on the tail, and you're going to work your knife under that vent, just like that, and trim it. Okay? Now you've got the vent cleared up and free of your exterior hide, leaving very, very minimal. You can see how minimal that really is there. Very minimal amount of fur left on the hide, or left on the carcass, okay? And you start working your way down around the base of the tail. And you're gonna work your way all the way underneath the tail with that knife. You wanna get underneath the tail, the bone that's in the tail, you wanna work all the way underneath it. On both sides here, freeing it up. You're going to take your steel, slide your steel through, and then pop it down. Once you get that far, you'll have a hole straight through underneath the tail. Okay? Now, once you've freed that tail up and you've got a couple finger room underneath it, you take your tail stripper, using the big portion on a big coon. You're going to go and wrap that around the tailbone. You're going to grab your tail stripper and pull. This is a big coon. This stripper is really not big enough for this one. Come on now. This one does not want to free up. Alright, so we're going to do this the alternative way. I'm going to take my knife. This one's not freeing up on the tail stripper. I'm going to take my knife, slide down the tail, and do a straight line cut, which you would typically do with your tail slitter guide. Okay? Straight line cut, straight down, and free that tail up. Let's try a stripper again. Man, guys, this one does not want to pull. It's probably one of the tougher ones I've done. It's even pulling the tail off the carcass. Nope. So again, we're going to just slit it, straight down slit, all the way down to the base of the tail. Man, guys, this one's a chore. Yep. Occasionally, you'll have it pop the tail off. This one was a hard one to work, guys, but I saved half the tail on this big coon, and you want to make sure you slit it all the way down. I don't know if you guys can see that real well. You want to slit it all the way down to the tip of that tail. All the way down to the end. Open wide, okay? Now that tail's freed up, the tail can hopefully stick out of the way there. And you continue to pull down your carcass here. See if I can get a better visual for you guys here. And again, pull as much as you can. And then turn it around, work the underside, and pull. The majority of the work is easier by pulling than it is by actually skinning it out by a knife. Okay, guys? And I'm going to run out of recording time, unfortunately. But this will get you the majority of the way down, and I'll try to go and hammer this out. It's showing about I got 5 minutes recording time here, so we'll see if I can't make it happen. And then just keep on. Once you get it down to the front legs, you start running circles around your carcass, freeing up that hide, working your way down to the front legs. And I'm going to make sure I post this video for you guys. And I apologize. I should have had a little bit longer record time on here. But my memory's getting a little bit full. And I got to clear some stuff out so I can get some new videos for you guys. So if I don't finish this on this video, I've got plenty more critters to skin. The season's not done yet. I can and probably will do a more in-depth, longer skinning of raccoon video But this will at least get you guys the basics to get you started. Okay, once you've worked down to the leg, you want to be able to pop your fingers through between the leg and the hide. And just like about anything else, you're just going to pull that leg free. When you do it, it should come out looking something a little like that. You'll see a nice dividing line between the hide where the bone right here meets the paw. Once you get it down to that level, take your knife, run your ring in a circle around that paw. Okay? Leave your front legs long. Those will get trimmed off in the final process when you board it. And you can see that on my other videos, okay? Come back to the other side. Peel down around the legs. I apologize, guys. I can't go and adjust this video here because my hands are greasy. But I will show you as best as I can. And again, pop it through. Pop the hide down so you can get your fingers through between the hide and the flesh there on the carcass. And again, give it a pull until you see the bone, where the bone meets up with the hide right here. Okay? That will be your ring out zone to ring around the front paw. Then from there, you just start working down around your head, just like on the possum video. Very, very similar. Working it down to your ears and working it down to your eye sockets.